o'clock on this Monday morning, June 22nd. Thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Stephanie Joseph.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot coming your way this Monday morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Our Christian Garzone is live in the newsroom for us with some of today's top headlines. Hey, Christian, what you got?
Good morning. We begin with a parolee back in custody this morning, accused of killing an employee of a Rochester bar right outside. 23-year-old Alexavier Colon is accused of fatally stabbing 33-year-old Cameron Nelson outside of the Mafia Hub on St. Paul Street early Saturday. Rochester police say Nelson had just finished work at the bar when he tried to help a woman in the alley arguing with Colon. In 2021, Colon was arrested for shooting a man but pled guilty to criminal possession of a weapon. Rochester police are looking for suspects after an apparent stabbing in the area of Joseph and Clifford Avenues just before 8:30 last night. Police say a 42-year-old man has what they call a non-life-threatening laceration. Our photojournalist also catching a vehicle that was towed from the scene. Anyone with information is asked to call 911. Early voting in primary elections is now over. The Monroe County Board of Elections says more than 9,500 people cast ballots over 9 days. Tomorrow is primary day with a number of local and state races, including state senator and assembly members, representative for New York's 25th district, and several town supervisor roles. Happening today, day 4 of the Rochester International Jazz Festival. Tonight's headliners at Kodak Hall are the Headhunters at 7 and the Soul Rebels at 9:30. The festival will also have the first of its 5 free jazz workshops for music students. And that's what you need to know. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Christian, thank you.
We appreciate it. Now let's have a look at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours. Starting with summer, now in full swing. Woo! Stephanie, the first full day of summer here, and it's in swing for your family. We're thinking about keeping them healthy while having fun. For this morning's Health in a Handbasket, we're getting some wellness tips that the whole family can use, including staying hydrated, keeping active, and smart snacking.
Very important. Then, they may be small, but they play a huge role in keeping our ecosystems healthy. This morning, we are looking ahead to a special documentary screening at the Dryden Theatre that's shining a light on the surprisingly important world of caterpillars. We will learn more about the film and why these tiny creatures are critical to biodiversity.
And later, Rochester Animal Services, they need your help. They've got some major renovations that are happening at the shelter, but they need people who are willing to open their homes and their hearts to dogs in need. This morning, we're talking about the push for fosters and how you can make a difference for a furry friend in need.
Oh, very nice. But before all of that, we do want to get a check of the forecast on this Monday morning. And while we've officially made it to summer, woo! Today is going to feel a lot cooler, though, out there. I know. What a way to start summer.
Listen,
some
what are you
widespread
gonna do?
showers, too. Come on. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is here with just how long we'll see those showers today. Hey, Marty.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, just not really a summer-like type day coming up for us. Yeah, definitely the first full day of summer, but we're going to see a day that's going to have a feel that's really not like that. We're going to see the cloud cover hold on. You can see that rain really filling in pretty well for us right now, and even a pocket of moderate rain sitting just west and southwest of Rochester. That'll fill in. That's going to help to increase the intensity briefly of some of that rain as that one band does make its way through. But I think as we head deeper into the day, especially as we go into the afternoon, we're going to see a lot of this begin to wind down a little bit. Still some showers out there, but the intensity and the steadiness of the rain both will back off a little bit during that time frame. Starting off mostly in the 60s now, mostly lower 60s now, and we just aren't going to increase much. Mid-60s for highs, and that should be about it. But I think longer term, we do get back into some more sunshine. I think as soon as tomorrow, we'll see temperatures back into the 70s then. And a lot of the week looks all right. A lot of 70s for highs. Could be making a run at 80 again by the end of the week. So just getting today out of the way. Usually that's the case with Monday. Just have to get that out of the way and then get on with the rest of the week. And I think that'll be the story with this week, with more sunshine coming back in as soon as Tuesday. Tomorrow we get back into that sun.
I mean, rainy days and Mondays, you said it earlier, always get me down. But sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
There you go.
Where's that from?
Steph.
Where?
We need to talk. All right, Marty, thank you. We appreciate it.
Sun will come out tomorrow.
Yeah,
I know that one.
There you go.
I know
There
that
you go. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, let's go off the top now and start with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. So I will start things off today. So think back to the time you were eligible to apply for a job, your first job. You probably felt some immense pride, feeling a sense of independence over your finances. Well, teens today may not get the same opportunity. It appears the job market is tightening for that age group. According to a recent report from consulting company Challenger Gray and Christmas, an estimated 790,000 jobs are expected to be added this summer for those between the ages of 16 and 19. All right, so what does that number mean? Isn't 790,000 good? Well, that total would actually be the lowest hiring total for teens since records from the Bureau of Labor Statistics started in 1948. Last year, that number was apparently just 11,000 jobs higher. The consulting company cited several reasons for the drop in teen hiring. A few, they say, has to do with inflation and higher gas prices. Last month, inflation hit a 3-year high, rising to 4.2%. Other reasons, automation and artificial intelligence taking over entry-level tasks. Older adults are also staying on the job longer, so there's competition. This outlook is not all bad, though. Teens living in regions facing staffing shortages may be able to find employment, especially in hospitality and food service. Another recommendation is finding a job that can extend into the school year. It may add value for potential employers.
So, I've got some thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? Because I've got some thoughts.
I think it's very heartbreaking because this is the time when you are exercising your responsibility. You know, you got to get to work on time. You got to make sure all of your documents are in order. And then also when it comes to finances, if you want to buy something, you don't have to worry about your parents telling you no. It's that independence. So I'm sad for the teens nowadays. But also another thing pointed out in this story is that teens aren't normally going for those traditional jobs anymore. So they won't be looking at your fast food job. They may be looking for some internships, externships, something to, get their career started.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I think part of the trouble lies. I think we're kind of at on the cusp of a new workforce, and we have these young kids who want to start in a job and make $70,000 a year. And sorry, that's not going to happen with no prior experience. You're not going to get the interview because your resume is blank. You need to go and work at McDonald's first. You have to have a paper route. You have to cash people out at Wegmans. You've got to be able to interact with other people.
Yeah.
And a lot of this generation spent a good chunk of their education like this, via Zoom, learning over classrooms. And that is not going to translate into positive experience for them. It's really not. You gotta dig ditches. I mean, you just have to. Everybody does it.
Yeah,
From the dawn of time, you work your way up.
No, that's for sure. And it does take hard work. It's funny because I saw a TikTok over the weekend talking about the Gen Z stare, which I still don't get entirely. But basically, it was a customer service situation, and it wasn't great. You could tell that the cashier side of things, the person was doing a return for a clothing item, that it was very cold. And so I think there's a lot to be learned by entering this industry and, humbling yourself just a little bit. I don't know that these numbers are a reflection of that. I would say that, people do have some standards nowadays that they want to attain, but everybody starts from somewhere. And I would hope that there are some entry-level positions that do open up as time goes on because you do build those skills.
Yeah, I think you got to lower the bar for yourself. You think you're 16 years old. You're not going to get a job in corporate finance.
No.
I mean, you're not.
It was even hard to get a job.
You got to be able to make sure you can make change at Burger King first.
Yeah.
I'm not angry today. I heard McLean just pick up the walkie.
Impassioned.
Yeah, no. I think the young people, yes, apply. If I had kids and my kids were facing a struggle of getting their first job or getting a summer job or seasonal job, and they were at an age where I felt they needed to be working, not to contribute to the household, but to work, to learn, to grow, to be a real human being in society. I don't care how many times you get shot down and told, no, we're not going to hire you. You're going to apply for absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Don't care. I think that's part of the learning, the application process, the interview process.
Don't take no for an answer when it comes to applying to jobs.
Well,
in certain places.
Yeah, I mean, I also think you need to learn how to take no.
Yes, rejection, of course, accepting rejection and understanding how to grow from that.
Yes.
But also, if you feel like you have the qualifications.
Which you don't at 16. Sorry, you don't.
If you think that you would be a good fit, then, demonstrate that a little bit. Push
there
yourself
you go.
to, really do your research about the company.
Sell yourself. Make them want you.
So, some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. All right, let's move along to mine. Let me pitch something to you. What if I told you the reason you're not confident isn't because confidence takes practice? Or the reason your dating life isn't great because dating is complicated? What if I told you the reason you're unhappy is because your jawline isn't sharp enough or your face isn't symmetrical enough? It sounds ridiculous because it is. Well, that's essentially what's being sold to millions of young people in the online world of looks maxing. We've talked about it here plenty. We've talked about all of the maxings here on ARC plenty of times. We've also talked about one of the biggest names in that world, 21-year-old streamer who goes by Clavicular. What is the guy's real name? Don't know, don't care. Well, next week, he's hosting something called the Ascension Summit in Miami. For $297, you get to spend a day learning his secrets. There's guest speakers, live Q&As, something called a Mog Battle, where he tells strangers what's wrong with their faces. Here's what fascinates me, though. This has never been about appearance. This is all about insecurity. Because the pitch is always the same. You're not where you want to be because something is wrong with you, and if you just buy this course, attend this summit, follow this system, you will finally become who you're supposed to be. The problem is not the finish line. It's that it keeps moving. There's always another flaw, always another fix, another reason you're still not good enough. And you got to consider where this leads. This is a young man who says he started injecting testosterone at 14. Problematic. A young man who says he smoked meth to hollow out his cheeks. Problematic. Someone who hit his own face with a hammer to reshape his bone structure. I don't have anything else to say after that one, except I don't think his brain is working properly. Somebody who says steroids left him infertile, who collapsed on a live stream this past spring in a suspected overdose. That's the guy selling this system for how you and your children should be living their lives. I'm all about self-improvement. Go to the gym, eat well, learn a new skill, challenge yourself. But self-improvement it's supposed to make you feel better about yourself, not worse. It should build your confidence, not your dependence. Because if this is the content you consume and it leaves you feeling inadequate, anxious, obsessed with your own face, convinced that every problem in your life traces back to the way you look, it's not helping you, my friends. It's hurting you. And if you're a parent, don't wave this off, honestly, as just an internet trend. Talk to your child. Ask them why they are consuming this content, why they're watching this. Ask them how it makes them feel. And if what you hear worries you, a child fixated on their flaws, withdrawn, convinced that they're ugly, don't just turn off the phone and hope that this passes. Talk to a professional. Body image is not vanity. Mental health is not a phase. And these are not small things. For years, we watched this happen to young women. Now we're watching a version of this aimed at straight young men. And the message is the same. You are not enough. You have a problem. And this grifter is preying on that pain, selling a so-called solution. Life is hard. Dating is hard. Confidence is hard. Growing up is hard. But almost none of that gets fixed by changing your face. And anyone making money convincing young people otherwise needs as much help as those suffering. This kid is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I saw a clip of him telling his grandmother or trying to explain to his grandmother what he actually does. She laughed at him.
Oh, wow.
You really think people should be taking advice from you? You're 21.
Yeah. It's so wild because obviously, as someone like going through her early 20s, you experience all of the things, like stuff like this where you're dealing with, oh, like my face needs to look like this or whatever. And my face is on a screen all the time. So I wish that young people would appreciate that time a lot more. You're not supposed to look like a Victoria's Secret model or whoever at that age. It's not going to happen. And the stuff when it comes to the jawline, that comes with time as well.
Yeah, it's all ridiculous. If you ask anyone since the dawn of photography to look back at a photo of themselves 20 years ago, they all say, what was I thinking when I thought that my gut was too big or that my shoulders weren't broad enough or that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. People are not going to care about the look side of things, what you were wearing. They're going to remember who you were as a person.
That's exactly it,
So
Stephanie.
that should be prioritized. How will someone remember me? What's the impression that I'm leaving on people?
Work on your personality.
Yeah, yeah. It
Work
goes a long
on
way.
being a good person, performing acts of kindness. Who cares about...
I know.
Again, this guy, he took a hammer to his face.
I couldn't.
And when that wasn't enough, he just had rhinoplasty, just had a nose job.
It's just don't
So
do
his whole looks maxing, is not working. And he admittedly doesn't have game when it comes to the opposite sex. Because he's 21. He's an oaf.
You know, I like the trend when people are looking back at old photos of their parents and being like, wow, they were always that girl, or they were always that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. Let's keep that and aspire to that. Because she was good back then.
I like that too, Steph.
Yeah.
That's the note we can end this on. Because mine is just passionate. Not angry, McLean. Passionate.
Yeah. Hey, stick around. We have so much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we are learning more about how Camp Stella Maris is celebrating 100 years of camp.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
Hello, good morning.
I did
Hi,
not.
John Quinn Levin.
Nice to meet you. I'm
How's it going,
Stephanie.
Dan Track? 20 after 8 this Monday. For generations of families across our region, summer simply hasn't been summer without a trip to Camp Stella Maris. And this year, Steph, it's a very special one.
Yeah, the camp is celebrating its 100th summer of helping kids build confidence, friendships, and lifelong memories. And they are doing so with a ceremonial groundbreaking this week for a brand new field house. For more on this milestone anniversary, we are joined now by Executive Director for the camp, John Quinlivan. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you both. Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely. This is so exciting. I want to start off with just reflecting on 100 years. That's amazing.
It really is. Camp started very small, 12 boys that first summer down the lake on McPherson Point, and has now grown into, we serve 2,500 kids a summer.
Wow, 2,500 kids every summer.
Every summer,
That's
yeah.
a massive undertaking. Talk to us about the planning that goes into something like that.
Sure. So we're a year-round operation. Not all summer camps are, but Camp Stella Maris operates year-round. So when last summer ended, we began planning for this summer. So we hire staff. To your last segment about summer jobs, right? We hire about 150 17 to 21-year-olds. And they're at training right now. This is our staff training week. And then kids show up on Sunday. Very excited about that. About 200 kids will be showing up on Sunday.
Wow. That'll be great. What are some of the things that they'll be getting up to?
So different areas around camp. We're on Canisius Lake, so we use the lake a lot. We have swimming, we have boating, sailboating, and then we have an adventure course, so kids climb our climbing wall. We also do things like archery. We do arts and crafts. We have a spiritual program. When you think about traditional summer camps, that's what we are. We're a traditional summer camp. No cell phone, so no worry about your Twitter feed and your Instagram and all of that. No money is needed. We have a little camp store that kids can go to every day, but they don't need money there. We try to make sure that all kids come in equal.
When you say, I love the idea that there's no cell phones, no social media, none of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is there a bit of decompression that is required in these kids for the first couple of days to,
Yes.
are they getting phantom pings in their pocket?
Absolutely. As there's some adjustment for parents as well, because I think, this generation of parents is used to following their kids everywhere, right? They have the app on their phone. They know where their kids are. Well, now they don't. They entrust them to us, and we take that very seriously. But cell phones are a distraction, right? And we want kids to be outside and play as kids, right? And that's why we don't allow them. If somebody's homesick or missing home, we'll let them call home. Like, that's okay. Everybody misses home a little bit. I miss home. Everybody misses home, right? But it's important. Like, what camp does is it teaches kids independence, sometimes for the first time. Right? They maybe they've had a couple of sleepovers, but this is now a week away. And it's good for them. I think it's also good for parents. There's a lot of studies nationally around summer camps that kids who go to summer camp do much better in college, because now they've already had that experience of being in a space with 12 other kids and learning how to adapt to that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to look forward to this week with campers starting, but also with the field house, the groundbreaking that's happening there. Tell us a little bit about that.
So about 10 years ago, we embarked on a master facilities plan. It included building an outdoor chapel, building a new health center, doing a lot of work. But the culmination of all of it is this new 9,500 square foot field house. Two purposes for that. One is in the summer, as weather gets a little crazier, we need indoor programming space for our kids, right? And so that space will allow for all of that. But we're in Livingston County. There's not a YMCA in Livingston County. There's not big sports facilities. Our community needs a facility like this in the off season for, let's say, our senior citizens in the morning to play pickleball, in the afternoon, our younger kids at school to be able to come and practice, in the evening for sports teams to, might be a pickup basketball game or volleyball.
Well, it's great that it's there and it's serving a dual purpose on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, that was very important to us, yeah.
That's really great. Congratulations. Before we let you go, what is there something hands down that says summer to you? An event you guys, is it a campfire sing-along? Is it the s'mores? Or is there something that, is irresistibly summer?
It is when kids just break out into song. So we have a bridge that goes over the road over to our waterfront, and it's called the Abraham Bridge, and kids sing Father Abraham, that song as they go over. And I got to tell you, during the summer of COVID, we operated as a campground, but some of our campers came with their families, and I was out on the waterfront and I heard them going over the bridge singing Father Abraham, and it warmed my heart. It helped get us through that summer.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I know you were saying it's a year-round operation, but for anyone who's like, oh, maybe next year I want my kid to be a part of this summer camp, how can they apply?
Sure. So summer camps fill up very quickly, especially for girls. We have no girl spots left. We only have boy spots left for the summer, and very few of those. So what you want to do is really think about this right when school starts. So in September, start doing your research on which camps, whether it's overnight camp or day camp, you want them to go to. And many camps, we keep registration open all year round. So you could register at Camp Stella Maris in September for next year.
Can you still apply if you're a boy and looking to get in?
You can. Absolutely.
Terrific.
Yep. Right on our website, you can apply and get in. 3 or 4 weeks still have openings for boys.
Wonderful. Right. We'll make sure to post all of that information on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Ark Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Yeah, meteorologist Mark McLean is with us on the other side of the break.
Almost 8:30 on this Monday morning. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now with a look at today's, I would say, cooler is a generous word.
Yeah.
It's 65.
True. It's true.
Well, it's different, right?
I mean, that's another word you could use.
Yeah.
I could think of a couple of other adjectives to describe today's weather.
Yeah. Does any of those start with G? No?
Great.
I know, that's what I thought at first. I was like,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
garbage.
I was going a little more harsh.
Oh, okay. Well, we have to keep that.
We do.
We have to keep the rate.
The TVG.
Yeah. You know, it was very warm on this day in 2022. Do you remember?
No.
Ashley?
I can't say I do.
Do we have
2022?
2022. You know what we were doing? We were water skiing.
What?
Yep.
Oh, look at that tutu and
Keuka
another
Lake.
tutu.
This is Keuka Lake video.
I'm trying to think. June 22nd, 2022.
Rochester set a record high temperature.
I was in Maryland,
Yeah.
so.
It was probably even hotter down there.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine.
I was here.
You were here.
but I have no recollection.
Clearly, you were not on that assignment.
No.
Like,
Uh-uh.
well, you would have been on the mornings then anyway, right?
Yeah, I
you had already
think
made
so.
the transition. So, how warm did it get? Did it get up to 93, 91, 100, or 97?
Ooh. I'm going to say it's definitely not. C, I think, is the ding dong.
Yes, that's the complete wrong answer.
Yeah.
A complete no-no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like never
So
going to
it's-
happen?
It's one of those other ones, and I think I have a solid guess as to which one it was.
We need to have producer Ashley weigh in on the write-ins on
Yeah.
Facebook too. We need to get her thoughts on it.
I'll put my guess in.
Okay. We never hear from Ashley.
Keep your commentary clean, though, Ashley.
well, that's partially why I'm asking for it.
I'll touch it.
Oh, man.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun.
It is.
We'll have the answer at 9. And a very interesting muddy pause forecast.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, is it a first?
No, not a first. Not a first, but we'll have an interesting one. Feeling damp. This is Jazz Fest today. Temps in the 60s. The good part about this is the rain is out likely by then. The not so, it's a little damp. It's a little cool. Hey, we'll get through it, right? I mean, go down, catch the shows. It's light jacket weather towards the end of it. Maybe in the upper 50s at that point, but just wanted to share that with you. If you're heading on down, 4th day already, hard to believe. It's
I
just
know.
flying by, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of like some jazz performers, your forecast is all over the place. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry.
Thursday's jazz performance in here was great, though.
Oh, yeah, they were great.
They were really good. It's been wet lately, right? The weekend was mainly dry, but check this out. 6 out of the last 7 days have had measurable rain in Rochester. That's very unusual for this time of the year. When you get to January, February, the chance of precipitation any given day is almost 1 to 1. In late December, early January, Rochester averages precipitation once less than every 24 hours. But once you get to summertime, it's only about once every 5 days. The frequency of the rain goes down that much.
Can I ask a scientific question?
Yes.
And kind of a grammatical question at
Yes.
the same time?
Yes.
Precipitation. What is it?
Precipitation.
Yeah. What is
It's a hydrometeor that
precipitation?
I don't know that the back end of that.
Is that a prefix? I don't
I'm-
think
I'm-
it is.
Is it not?
I think it's it's the act of a hydrometeor falling through the sky. So it could be snow, ice, rain, hail, whatever's falling.
Okay.
Hydrometeor,
Okay.
wet, could be frozen. Meteor because it's,
Just wondering why there's no post-precipitation.
post-precipitation.
Is that after the rain?
That's after work.
Yeah, at the local watering hole.
That's it. Yeah, give me another one of those. But where the rain does help us is with that pollen count. And if you suffer from the seasonal stuff, all these counts are as low as they've been recently. So
nice.
It is a nice thing on that end of things. But the garden's a little wet, and we still have some standing water and spots. And this is what it looks like out there. 63. We've got some light rain that's going to be moderate at times. And you can see that red off to the west. So, there's a 1 to 2 hour, maybe possibly 3 hour window here that, this could slow the commute down a little bit. I know volumes tend to get lighter this time of the year, more vacations, kiddos start to finish up at school this week, obviously. But, that could slow you down. It's certainly filling in, that's for sure, coming in from the west of Rochester. Now, there's a little break west of Buffalo right there, and, that's going to be the trend this afternoon. We're going to push a lot of this rain off to the east of Rochester, kind of get it out of the picture as low pressure slides by to our south. And you see that, that's noon. We still have some showers around, but by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, some of that is starting to fade away pretty quickly as that system gets out of the picture. And tomorrow, hey, here's the nice news. We're back to sunshine. The wide view showing high pressure back to the west, and that's going to clear it out pretty nicely for Tuesday. But another 1/4 of an inch to 1/3 of an inch if you're east of Rochester, possibly a 1/2 inch of rain. And we just don't need any more right now. We just don't want to see that. Hour by hour forecast, about 15 degrees cooler than normal for the first official day of summer in Rochester. 65.
How did that happen?
I know.
Broken.
Don't worry, soon we'll be sweating it out again, right? Mid-50s tonight, mostly cloudy, mainly dry weather. Can't rule out that small shower threat initially east of Rochester early tonight, and kind of seasonable. Tuesday, Wednesday gets back to normal, some scattered showers around on Thursday. Right now, I would say mainly dry for Friday and summer air for the weekend. We're back to around 80 degrees. And at this point, it looks dry.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
Really does.
You know, it's that comfortable point. You don't have to use the air conditioning if you don't want to. You know, you shut the fan off, let some of the air in from outside, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah. And we'll take it.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got so much more to come here on ARC Rochester.
We're back right after this.
Vacuum had to be
Good morning, Ramon. How are you?
just bad.
Hey, good morning. I'm amazing. You startled me. I'm like, I didn't hear any preview. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I'm blessed and well. What about yourself?
We are, I don't know if you can still hear us. We are. .37 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC. Okay, let's be honest. Most people, they don't exactly love change. Whether it's at work, at home, in your community, change can just feel uncomfortable and sometimes even a little scary.
But what if change isn't something to fear? What if it's actually an opportunity to grow, improve, and discover something even better on the other side? Well, joining us now for more on how we can stop letting change hold us back is motivational speaker and positivity expert Ramon Ray. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me here. It's good to join you both, smiling and lovely looking. Thanks for having me here again. I appreciate it. Good morning.
Absolutely. I feel like this topic is great because we're at that halfway point, honestly, about to pass that halfway point. And some people may be wanting to change things up, but they might be scared or maybe think it's too late to make those changes this year. What would you say to someone who's thinking that?
I think the fear is definitely understandable. Most humans don't like change. I don't like change in some ways. But, you know, I recently purchased and became part of a community. And what was interesting about it is I made changes to the community, as I heard some of the people in the community say two things to me. Ramon, some of us didn't like the changes and we decided it wasn't for us and we weren't there, whatever it is. But most of the people said we used this as an opportunity for two things. One, to up-level myself, to embrace the change that's happening in my life. And number two, not only to embrace it, but to better myself. So I think when change happens, unless it's something as grown folks we know is horrible and not good, but sometimes the change is making that diamond in the rough. And if we allow it, we can get better if we embrace it. And I think we can find that really this is an improvement in our lives. And the change really, when you look back, it's a good thing.
Just from personal experience, I know anytime I've made a change in my life is as daunting sometimes as it can feel. Usually your imagination runs away with whatever it is, and it's never going to be as scary as it actually is. But I always like to look at what I can expect from it. And the expectations, I mean, they're always the same, and the proof is always positive. You're going to learn something whether it's good, bad, ugly, and different, and you're going to grow from that change, grow from that experience. And if you're not doing those things, I mean, you're kind of dead, right?
Yeah. I love this. Learn and grow. Two operable words that anybody can do. Learn and grow. And I think if you're not willing to learn from it and grow from it, I love what you said. Give it a chance. Maybe the change happening, you heard the rumors, you heard the naysayers, you heard people like, ooh, working with them, or ooh, that's going to happen. And you realize, wait a minute, I didn't even give this change a chance to see if it works for me. So I love that. Learn, grow, but also stop. Let me pause, let me reflect, and let me see, maybe there's something good that can happen to this from this change. And or as the famous saying, I don't know who to attribute it to, says, this happened for me, not happen to me. And even if it's negative, even if it's not so bad, I've had a fender bender now and then, which has been my fault. And my wife has kindly told me, let this be a learning lesson to slow down, Ramon.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Honestly. Well, I think that change itself can be very uncomfortable because there's a lot of unknowns for people. I myself, I like to go in making an informed decision about things, but that's not always going to be the case. So how do you find the comfort in discomfort?
Ooh, I love that. How do you find the comfort in discomfort? I think a few things I could say, speaking to us mere mortals here. One, do I trust the person who's making the change? And all the time you can't, but that's one aspect. Do I trust the person who's making the change? Number two, are there people around me that have gone through this change, that have gone through this experience, and they've turned out just fine? Number three, I probably have within myself, within my experience, within things I've done, within my past, that have made me ready for this occasion. And if I learn and grow from it, I will turn out better. So I think those three things I would say to anybody that's like, oh, this is the unknown. Oh, this is new. It's human. Embrace it, own it, breathe and reflect. But then I think understand, most likely you've gone through something similar. Most likely people around you can support you. And hey, maybe the person who's causing the change, oftentimes it's somebody who's doing the change that we know, you can learn from. But even if it's not, I'll say this, even if it's somebody you don't know and something that's not comfortable to you, the human experience is consistent and you're human. So embrace that.
It certainly is. And not to make this all about me again, but complacency, that I find more uncomfortable than change. The comfort of being comfortable, I feel like you're kind of stuck there. I like to describe it as getting itchy or antsy. I've plateaued kind of feeling.
I love the complacency in being plateaued, and I think that is a danger. Some people, I get it. You're used to doing the same thing you've done. You watch the same TV shows. You eat the same food. You're going to school the same way, whatever the simple things, right? Nothing too much that it is, but are you willing to say, no, let me just take a different route, metaphorically or reality, take a different route and explore and seize what happened. You never know who you'll meet, literally or metaphorically.
Yeah.
Ramon Ray. So good. For someone who wants to learn more from you, where do they go? How do they follow you? What are the socials?
I appreciate it. Best place to see me is RamonRay.com, or the best place, zoneofgenius.com. We publish content every single day to help entrepreneurs and small business owners. Thank you both for having me.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We have so much more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we are taking a closer look at how fans are reacting after Team USA's big win this past weekend.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this.
8:46, the excitement surrounding the World Cup keeps growing, and Team USA is giving fans plenty to cheer about.
Yeah, after another impressive win, the Americans have officially punched their ticket to the knockout round. Oh no, it's soccer, isn't it? To the knockout round, and they're making a little history along the way. John Lawrence has more.
USA! USA!
The United States is guaranteed to make it through to the next round of the World Cup following Friday's 2-0 victory over Australia.
I'm confident, 2 games in the World Cup. The fans are helping us to be confident as well, not just me, but the whole team.
That match win marked the first time since 1930 that the U.S. won 2 World Cup games during the group stage.
We should be very proud of how we played, and to be able to get our first clean sheet, in a while, especially our first one in the World Cup, I think it just means so much to us.
And thanks to Paraguay's win over Turkey, the U.S. has secured the top slot in Group D, which gives them the advantage of not having to play another top-seeded nation in the knockout rounds right away.
That was unbelievable. They're looking so good.
The Americans will now face off against Turkey Thursday night in Los Angeles.
Let's go, USA!
And fans are feeling pretty confident.
I'm starting to believe. I think we're pretty dominant. I think we're dangerous.
I think they have a really good chance of winning this whole thing.
USA all the way, red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Let's go.
In Atlanta, I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Well, there are 3 matchups that you can catch today right here on Fox Rochester. That's Argentina versus Austria, France versus Iraq, and Norway versus Senegal.
As for Team USA, they will face Turkey next. That matchup is happening at 10 p.m. Set your alarm clock, I suppose, this Thursday.
When ARC Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's Health in a Handbasket.
We're back on the other side of the break. You were getting wasted? Mic check!
I love that the cart is back.
Everybody loves that cart. I cannot figure, something happened with this and I cannot figure out.
What happened? What do you mean?
It's not staying the where it's supposed to stay. It's just kind of hanging there. Does it look normal?
You know what though? It's not used for anything. You know what I mean? You're not taking
What are you
it
talking? I
to
bring
the
that
grocery
to the grocery store.
Alyssa, then we need to
be
sit down and have a real
hysterical?
conversation.
In check, That way I'm not going
You
over
don't
budget.
overspend.
Exactly.
In this economy, yeah, maybe.
I think that would be hysterical. If you saw someone walking down the aisle.
I would look and be like, me too. And walk, just keep walking.
You do see some strange things sometimes at the grocery store. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. Summer is finally here, and with longer days, vacations, and plenty of outdoor time is a good thing to think about. And it's a way to think about ways to keep the whole family healthy.
Yeah, and from keeping hydrated to making smart food choices, there are simple ways families can make wellness a priority all summer long. And we are joined now by registered dietitian and nutritionist Alissa Strassman for more about that. A lot of different things here that kind of get into the wellness aspect. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. So I have a couple tips. Like when we are thinking about ending school and starting summer. And my first tip is just to find your rhythm and find your flow. Oftentimes, we have very structured rigid routines, with school year being in session, but what we do know is that people thrive in structure and routine. And so finding a new routine that may incorporate some flexibility is still important. And so when we think about routines, some things are still essential. We think about it's still important to eat regular meals and snacks. So really planning eating every 3 to 4 hours, planning those regular meals and snacks for our family is a way that allows us to create predictability within our schedules. But also sleep still remains important. We think about having a time for rest and relaxation for our families, and sleep is one of those things that is still important for us to prioritize. So kind of thinking about having a consistent sleep routine, going to bed at similar times, waking up at similar times, allow us to create that predictability within our schedule and allows us to get that restorative sleep.
How do you do that when you've got a teenager, though?
It could just be talking with your teenager about how routine might look like within your family. Obviously allowing for some opportunities. I just think about my own schedule when I was a teenager and having sleepovers and things like that. Those are things that may be one-offs, but are we still maintaining that predictability? Because that sleep is still important for us.
Absolutely.
Some other things is just to schedule in different activities. Again, what does our morning routine look like? Do we have a predictable morning routine? What are some activities that we can incorporate, but also having unplanned time? Do you remember as a kid using your imagination and creativity? Do you remember things that you used to come up with as a kid?
Oh, yeah. I was very heavy on science experiments. My freezer would be filled with different things and concoctions.
Really?
And it would drive my mom crazy.
I love that, Steph. What kind of science experiments?
They were not great things.
No, like what, though?
I would make, I would put things together that probably wouldn't belong, and I would put it in the freezer. And then I would take it out and see oh, this changed color.
It sounds like you were good at making messes.
That's for sure.
I love
It's all part of the fun, but I'm sure you learned something while doing that. And so that's one of my next tips is just take this opportunity to tap into some of your interests, your hobbies, learn something new. When we think about learning something new, it allows us to build self-esteem and self-confidence. It helps us to build new skills. So even as we're thinking, we have a couple months, maybe it's an opportunity for us to learn a new recipe, make something new, be responsible for, creating our own lunches, or putting our own snacks together, or just simply tapping into our interests, whether that's creative arts or, different physical activities and things like that. The other thing is just connect with each other, with our families. Now we do have a little bit more time, just being able to engage in conversation, playing cards, playing games, connecting to our community. Maybe we're going and looking into the library. What are some things what programs and activities are they offering? Is it going to a museum in our town? Some of these things are free, visiting our town's museum and learning about the place that we actually live in. This is a way that we can connect to our community. And just being active together, we think about this time to just enjoy nature, getting out in some of our parks, and just being able to enjoy that time and being active together.
It's a great way to learn and grow. Alissa Strassman, hit him with the socials.
Yep, you can visit me, Alissa Strassman, RDN CDN on Facebook, or you can visit my website, alissastrassman.com.
Perfect,
Right,
thank you.
Hey, don't go far. We've got so much more to come on Arc Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we're back after this.
Spatchcock Funk, and we are here to show you something special from where we're from, Central New York, Utica. These are vodka riggies, chicken riggies, all sorts of names for them. But it's a fantastic vodka dish that just glistens. Makes you feel better about life in general. Feel me? So there's some killer ingredients, the key ingredients. The first one is the vodka. We use Tito's because it's our favorite vodka. We're power users of it. It's clean, fresh. It's just where it's at. The next killer ingredient, of course, are cherry peppers. Hot cherry peppers, though, and we're only gonna use 2 diced with no seeds because they get pretty hot, but it's a killer ingredient to the dish. Also, tomato paste, but not any regular tomato paste. This tomato paste is double concentrated, y'all, and it comes in this dope-looking tube, too. Now, we've got our pot heated up. We already cooked some chicken sausage in there, so it's this nice brown color, and we're putting that aside. We're gonna serve that later. We're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of a really good extra virgin olive oil. From there, we're gonna put in about 4 slices, 1/4 pound of prosciutto. You wanna get some of that fat released and rendered in here, then we're gonna take that off too. Now that we've rendered all the fat out, as much as we could about the prosciutto, we're gonna put that aside. Next, we're adding in 1 finely diced white onion. We're gonna add in 2 of our finely diced, seeded, hot cherry peppers, but you can go more and add seeds if you wanna get hotter, but this will be pretty warm. Cariggies, spatchcock funk.
Next top bottle.
Yeah, just get the marker out.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, good Monday morning. 9:05 this June 22nd, the first full day of summer.
Wow.
That's Stephanie Joseph. I'm Dan Schrack. That's Mark McLean.
Boy, did I fail to deliver.
Yeah, I mean.
You did.
Wow.
You really did. I said, what is going on with this weather, McLean? And he says, sorry, I inherited this.
I inherited it, but then I went outside and I shot a video of the garden. Because
this,
you know what you don't have to do on days like today?
Water.
Water.
Yeah.
One thing off the list.
There you go.
To-do list is a lot
You
shorter.
haven't had to water much at all this season.
I know, it's been a lot like, actually, it's been a lot like 2025. We've had frequent rain. 6 out of the last 7 days have had rain. So really, you don't have to. The hard part is that, you can get overwatered. Some of them are starting to yellow a little. You start to get that, then you can get into the fungus issues. Maybe a garden segment for down the road, right?
Yeah, fungus among
Yeah,
us.
fungus among us. Let's go to the trivia. All right, on this day, well, you can have a bigger 180 weather-wise. On this day, just 4 years ago, we put up a record high temperature.
Okay, I'm gonna look in my pit.
Well, I always say that. I always say go, but Steph wasn't here, so she can't cycle back. But do you remember how hot it got? Did it get up to 93, 91, 100, or 97 degrees on this date back in 2022? We've got lots of responses. Kyla, Ian, Sandra have A. Stephen, Marlene have A. You too, Sandy. She's got D. Appreciate that. Ron, Cheryl, Yvonne, Jim, and Paul all have A. Jim's got D this morning.
That was you?
This was in
Hootie has
2020,
A. Happy Monday. Right back at you. Lima Pumpkin Fest says, let's try A. Rod A. Oh, thank you, Herb. I appreciate that. Amy and Dave A. I kind of went with the gray theme, Herb. I had to do it today. Deborah, Sue D. I had to match the weather. Lori, Betty, Janet, Gina have A this morning. We've got Michael and Jim with D. Allison, Tim, Barbara, and Cassandra have A. CJ, Mary, Shelley have D. Debbie and Kay have A. You too, Kay. Appreciate that. Barbara S. C. Producer Ashley A. Why not? And she joins Sarah, Florence, Joan, Charlene, and Barb on the A team this morning. David, Lisa, and her dad. That's okay, Steph. Jump in. Kevin has A. Judy, David's wife, D. Colleen, Kevin's wife, D.
I think the A's have it. It's either A or D.
It seems to be weighted that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack and Greg, Dawn's husband, C. Eva and Richard A.
A was
Robert,
92.
A. Dawn A. Deb, Jack's wife, D.
91?
It was like 90,
93.
93. Okay. Okay, so
It's the moment of truth.
I narrowed it down to A
Or trash.
B.
I see Christian. He's got truth or trash coming up. Sorry. Go ahead.
There were no B's.
Yeah,
So
no B's.
I feel like A. That's going to be.
Well, you guys said the ding dong was C.
Yes. So
Yeah.
So
incorrect.
throw that one right out.
Yes.
But I'm wondering, have we experienced a 97? I feel like we have to have within recent years.
I don't think so.
So we're locking in. We're not. Maybe we should phone a friend. Ring, Chris.
Do we have time to phone a friend,
Who
Ashley?
wants to be
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay.
Let's see, 1 second.
So.
Don't phone Abby. She's on nights. She's got to get her sleep.
Oh, maybe we should mention that.
Oh yeah,
I don't think we've.
We
mentioned
have
that.
said it all morning.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't
Okay.
phone Abby. Hold
Okay.
on. I am phoning a
She'll
friend.
be back
though.
next week.
You are phoning a friend?
Uh-huh.
Who, are you
it Dad?
phoning a former or
Huh?
a current? A former or a current?
You're gonna have to wait and find out.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
this could be. You remember that time?
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You got it. Bye-bye.
What did you say?
It's A.
Who was that? Are you going to
I
tell us
heard it,
during break?
Marty.
You cheater!
Yup.
You cheater!
Okay.
Yup.
You know what?
He didn't even say hello. He just said it's A.
Boy, you got the inside baseball on that one. A, 93. And you know what? This one stands out too because that's one of the lowest record high temperatures for the month of June. It's the third coolest record high during this month. And by the way, we did have weather trivia for what was the hottest. It was 100.
Wow. When was that?
That was back in the early 50s. It was
Okay.
53 maybe. That was also the last time Rochester has hit 100. So
Do you
it's
think
been a
we
while.
can do it again this year?
It's possible, but it's been too wet. You have to have dry weather.
Jaybird!
Oh my gosh, look at that face.
Oh, but that was during the thunder.
I know.
know.
You can see the
It's Thursday.
tears in her eyes. Mom,
Yeah.
please
Yep.
hold me.
Oh boy.
That's Abby's dog.
It is.
Jaybird.
Jaybird. She's on right there. And hey, we've got some more pet pics, but we would love to have more. Scan that QR code on the screen, 13wham.com/chime in, and send them on in. We'd love to put your cat, your dog, or whatever it is up on. I got a blue heron today.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think we've had a blue heron on the air. Not
Listen,
that that's a pet.
so.
If your spouse is an animal, we'll put a picture.
That'd be great. That'd be great. But, we're somewhere in between wet pause and towel time this morning, leaning towards towel time quickly. Tomorrow's going to dry out, and Wednesday's going to dry out. Thursday, Friday, a chance for some wet pause. So we'll track that for you later this week. June precip has been way above normal.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And only 2 days out of the last 2 weeks, really, have been dry. So we're looking for some dry weather. We had 1.44 inches, not this past Sunday, the week before that. So that's like a total washout. That is a lot of rain, even for this time of the year. 59 now. The dew point's 58 and the wind is calm. But what's not calm is the ultimate Doppler radar. This thing is lighting up oranges and reds. So that's moderate to locally heavy pockets of rain. The good news, this is not a thunderstorm. This is not, locally severe weather like we had late last week and those tornadoes that tracked through the southern parts of Yates County. This is just plain old rain on the radar. So, maybe we don't need it, but there it is. And it breaks up west of Buffalo. So as that starts to track off to the east, we will eventually see some drier weather make a return. So there's the Futurecast getting rid of a lot of that rain by late this afternoon, early this evening, and drying out pretty nicely tonight. But it is going to be a damp night because the clouds stick around, and there could even be a little fog late tonight as that air mass is very moist. Very, very loaded with moisture, as we say. But the Futurecast dries out nicely for Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll get back to some sunshine, so that'll be nice. The rain amount's somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. Looks like areas east of Rochester stand the best chance of seeing rain amounts in that 1/2 inch range. But hour by hour today, only 65. That is 15 degrees off the pace for this time of the year. And tonight, back to the mid-50s, mostly cloudy, mainly dry weather, and our weekend weather does look pretty good. A lot of these numbers obviously are a little bit below normal for this time of the year, but, still comfortable. Temps in the 50s at night, low 60s towards the end of the week, and low 80s by this weekend. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I don't.
No complaints.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Probably not going to need the thunder blanket this week this week for the pups,
Oh, yeah.
And listen, it's actually him who uses that thunder blanket. Can you imagine if you were afraid of thunder, a meteorologist who didn't like it?
I'm like a moth to a flame when that stuff, I'm out the door, out watching the ground.
I know,
me
too.
When thunder roars, go indoors.
I know, I'm breaking the rules.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Really?
Yeah, that's
We had a sign
Turn
at-
around,
in
don't
our
drown,
elementary school campus.
The flood one.
Yeah.
All right.
When thunder roars, head indoors.
Yeah.
But technically, I'm still next to the door. It's covered.
This is true.
You can go right
yeah, it's
inside.
covered.
Yeah.
So you're
Covered.
kind of inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're learning more about a special screening coming to the Dryden Theatre next week.
And hey, don't forget, you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. See you after this.
If I could have you tuck the cord in and then...
All right.
And we are doing a quick mic check. If we can have you say your first and last name.
I am Lori Brocolo. I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Cool. And then you could just put the jacket over, your shirt over that.
Okay. Oh, I just looked at myself.
9:15 this Monday. Hey, when most of us think about protecting the environment, caterpillars probably aren't the first thing that come to mind. But those tiny creatures play a surprisingly big role.
Yeah, a new documentary is shining a spotlight on their importance and what we can all do to help preserve biodiversity right here at home. This morning, we are looking ahead to a special screening of the documentary, The Extraordinary Caterpillar. And for more, we are joined now by Lori Bracolo, owner and founder of Bracolo's Bee Friendly Farm and Gardens. Good morning to you.
Hi, so happy to be here, and I'm glad you're excited about caterpillars.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we're learning more about the role that they play. And tell us a little bit about how important caterpillars are to the ecosystem and biodiversity.
It's been kind of an interesting evolution all the years that I've been in the business. It was all about bringing in birds to the yard, and butterfly gardens and things like that. But never realized that the decline of birds, 40% decline, is because they don't have enough caterpillars to eat. They need hundreds of caterpillars throughout for each nestling during like a 3-week period. And so we have changed our environment that we cannot host enough moths that have the caterpillar larvae that are absolutely necessary for the birds to survive.
So for someone who might have a garden of sorts in their backyard, or they've got a little bit of, look at those guys.
I know, that's a
look
different
like an
kind of
alien.
caterpillar.
And they want to create a conducive environment for these caterpillars to thrive. Is there anything they can do? Anything they can plant? What should we be growing?
Yeah, so the first thing is to just even decide to get rid of some lawn and turn that into a no-mow meadow, and then start interplanting native species. Native plants is really important. And the more I learn, it's fascinating to me. Last night, I just went for a walk in my own yard and started taking photos of what I thought was a butterfly, because it was really pretty, and it was a day-flying moth. Most people don't see moths because they're at night, right? So they're kind of out of sight. And then the caterpillars are hiding under leaves, so people don't really even see them. But do you remember seeing inchworms as a child? And wasn't that cool? I'm like, oh, just fascinating. Well, the caterpillar, or the moth that I took a picture of yesterday, I found out is one of the main inchworms that the birds feed on, and they like clover. So I have some clover in my lawn, and yeah, I'm like, wow.
How do you like that?
Yeah, so just by doing little things like that, and then of course incorporating more and more plants that are hosts. A lot of lists about butterfly hosts, which of course are caterpillars. But what we have found through Doug Tellamy, who is the star of this homegrown national park system, and he only studies caterpillars, only caterpillars. And he talks about how it's the moth caterpillars that are so overlooked, and those are the ones that are extremely in need for our ecosystem.
That is good to know. We were looking at a bunch of different kinds on the screen there. Tell us about some of the variations, if you know anything about those other ones.
Well, okay, there was one on there that I love that I saw in Florida, and I got a picture of it. It's called a saddleback caterpillar. And I'm always out just kind of looking around at the flowers, and you see creatures, so I take photos and try to figure out what they are. It's a whole zoo in our own yards. And people,
It is.
It's the Tall Grass Zoo is a book that I remember reading to my daughter years ago. And yeah, so how many different kinds of caterpillars? Thousands. Wow. We will get calls I remember going to a customer's house once because she had these big fat caterpillars all over the trunk of her tree, and she wanted me to come and kill them. And when I got there, I realized that they were swallowtail butterfly caterpillars. So I'm like, okay, not every bug is bad. In fact, most of them are not. Somebody called just the other day and said they had some bugs on their hanging plant. They found a couple aphids and then some kind of crazy creature. Well, it was actually a ladybug larva who was eating the aphids.
Oh, wow.
So again, just because you see a bug, don't get the spray out. And
We're running low on time here, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk about this documentary. What can you tell us about it?
Okay, so you're going to come to the Dryden Theatre. First of all, it's at the Dryden Theatre, which is a great event place in itself, and you can walk around the gardens ahead of time. And then at 6 o'clock, we have Doug Umblidge is our MC, in case anybody remembers him. And it's actually a fundraiser for the Saunders Finger Lakes Museum. So it's a gift from Brocolo to share with the community all about these caterpillars. And we have a great panel for discussion afterwards of nature-based kind of programming for schools, Rochester City Schools, the Eco Lab from Toronto, and all the community projects that they have done. Genesee Land Trust is on the panel as well about preserving land. So you'll get a nice tidbit about what each one of us are doing in these different organizations. Genesee Audubon Society is a sponsor. There's so many great things going on that we need to pull them all together and get the word out. Things you can join easily. You can just go on one little birding trip and you will learn so much. And then you'll be hooked.
Then you will be hooked.
I'm already, you're reeling me in already.
Do we need to register in advance or do we just show up?
No, you definitely have to buy the tickets in advance because it's reserved seating, absolutely.
And how do we do that?
You just go on, you can go onto the Brocolo site and you'll find Extraordinary Caterpillar tickets.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time this
Thank
morning. It
you.
sounds so interesting.
I hope we see you there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, don't go far. When ARC Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's Political Pulse.
We're back on the other side of the break. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm Dan.
Of course. Alissa.
Pleasure.
Alissa, nice to meet you.
I just need this to be at a specific angle. Sorry. Thank you.
(9:24) Tomorrow is primary day, and voters are getting ready to head to the polls, weighing in on a number of local and state races. One race that we're keeping a close eye on is New York's 24th Congressional District.
Yeah, that area includes Wayne, Livingston, and Genesee counties. It's currently represented by incumbent Republican Congresswoman Claudia Tenney.
This morning, we are joined by Alissa Ellman, who is hoping for a chance to unseat her in November. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So the first thing I want to start off with is your background.
Sure.
We know that you're a veteran, and also you've worked in Veterans Affairs closely, which was impacted by some DOGE cuts.
Yeah, I was doged in the first wave of layoffs in February of 2025.
And what did that look like when you say you were doged?
Well, I had been working full time, and I woke up one morning and tried to log into my computer system, and I had just been, my computer system had been disabled remotely. So I had to wait about 6 hours for my boss to get back to me and let me know that I had actually been laid off.
And how has that impacted your run, your want to be able to run for public congressional office?
Well, it didn't start there. Immediately after being fired, but has led there. And I think it's because I've spent my life in public service. I was a special education teacher, I was in the military, and I worked at VA. And I think I could do a good job at this. I understand what people on the ground are living through right now. And I think that they deserve a better option.
You say it didn't start with the DOGE cuts. Where did it begin for you?
Well, it began when I ran into an experienced campaign manager who directly asked me if I had ever considered running for Congress, and then presented me with a plan he'd been writing for 2 years. And that really helped.
And what are some of the things, some of the motivations that you definitely want to hit on if you were to be elected?
Well, I'd really like to hit on making life better for everyone in New York 24. The median income is about $42,000 a year. People are really struggling. Electric bills are skyrocketing. I'd like to focus on electric bills, helping young families, extending public school education down to age 2, having, solid representation that goes off of fact and science and not political rhetoric.
How do you make those changes, though? What actions do you take to see a result?
Well, I would be a junior congressperson, as would anyone who beats an incumbent. But I would like to see things like scaling electric bills. I would like to see health insurance that's affordable for Americans who are working. I think a lot of the system that we complain about when we say, oh, there's lots of people who stay on social services. Well, we make that really difficult to come off of, and we don't provide options for people. There are not a ton of jobs in this area, and I'd like to see upshoring of industry and also, backing up unions and making sure that when people get a job, that job can actually pay their bills. I'm sorry, but I just know so many people, peers of mine in their 40s, who are working 2 jobs and still are struggling. And that does not seem right to me. I think we can do better than that. And I think our current congressperson has spent her time in Congress, nominating Donald Trump for a Nobel Peace Prize and trying to make his birthday a national holiday. There are people here in New York 24 who cannot afford to feed their children. There are elderly people who tell me every day, I skip meals so that I can pay for my health insurance, so I can pay for Medicare. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. And it's about motivation to do the right thing for people instead of corporate interests and your own political career.
I want to talk a little bit more about affordability. I'm glad that you brought that up. Specifically in that district, there is a unique economy when it comes to rural. We have farmers, for example.
Yep.
And when you talk about the investment in healthcare, we are kind of seeing a rollback when it comes to that. Some staffing issues have been part of the reason why in Newark Wayne Community Hospital, they're going to be rolling back their inpatient labor and delivery services. So how would you bring those issues to the forefront on Capitol Hill from this area?
Well, I think it's really important to build good relationships. I think I'm very good at that. And I think that having the correct orientation for why you're running for Congress is probably the most important thing. I could care less about being on TV or about any of the attention, related to this. This isn't a career move that I spent my life dreaming for. This is out of desperation for my friends, my neighbors, my community, to make this place a better place to live. It's where I've lived in New York 24 for the last 18 years. I grew up in Allegheny County, rurally, on the cusp of poverty, the youngest of 6 kids. I understand the actual struggle of working people out here. And I think it's really important that we talk about the fact that Claudia Tenney voted for the big, beautiful bill, which is going to close at least 5 rural hospitals. I grew up just outside of the Warsaw Hospital, about 25 minutes away in Houghton, New York. My mom goes to Warsaw Hospital. And that is one of the top ones that is looking to be closed because of this vote that she made. I know people, Democrat and Republican, who I love and respect, who live all across this region. And I also know people who live 2 hours away from a hospital. You start closing hospitals in Jefferson County, the elderly will suffer, young families suffer, farmers suffer. Because what happens when they have an emergency? What happens if they get an injury? they don't have great health insurance and they're going to have to pay for a helicopter to take them from that county to Rochester or to Buffalo to get treatment. This just does not seem right to me.
A lot of the communities within this district are deeply red. What do you say to the Trump voter sitting at home this morning watching this, hoping to win over their vote should you win the primary and face the incumbent this November?
Well, the largest demographic in year 24 is actually independents. And what I'd say to them is read my policy, have a conversation with me, reach out to me. I'm not a lunatic. I just want good things for my community. I want to think of practical solutions to things. And if you have good ideas, I don't believe that good ideas are labeled red or blue or with an R or a D. Good ideas are based in facts and science. They make logical sense, and I'm open to a lot of solutions.
Are you prepared to reach across the aisle? Let's say that you are elected in order to, because we've seen a lot of gridlock in Congress over several issues, whether it be the War Powers Resolution with the war in Iran or when it comes to DHS funding, for example. Can you collaborate with Republicans if you may need them to get legislation across the aisle?
Of course. Of course, that's the job, right? Like, the job is to represent the people that live in your district. The job is to listen to people. The job is to look at what people need and make great decisions based on that. The job isn't to soapbox preach at people. I just believe that there's a way that we can have a conversation. And when I sit down with Republicans and people who voted for Donald Trump, which I do literally every single day, when we get right down to the brass tacks of it and we talk about actual policy, there's a lot more that we agree on than we actually disagree on. What we disagree on is 98% propaganda that's put out on TV. And I think there's middle ground here where we can make decisions that benefit people here and we don't have to focus on these partisan politics. But that takes changing the people that are sitting in these seats.
A lot of these legislative packages are hundreds and hundreds of pages because there is so much put in them. How do you make those changes, reaching across the aisle, without concessions that could negatively impact communities in your district?
You hire a great team. You hire a great team. There's no way that one person can read every bill that's in Congress. That's how they do it right now. You have to hire people that you trust, not consultants, but people that actually live and work in this district, because they're going to have this district in mind. And you hire the best people to be able to do that. You hire a team of people that advise you. And then you make the best decisions that you can. And you reach across the aisle and say, okay, we can compromise on a budget. We can compromise on the timing of something. I'm not compromising on human rights, okay? That just goes against everything that I love about this country. And, as a person who really put my life on the line for years in Afghanistan, I have a lot of respect for the Constitution and for the ideals of this country. I've been across the world, and believe me, there's no place you'd rather live than the USA. I love this country, and I want to see us do better.
Okay. Alissa Ellman, thank you for your
time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, stick around. We have so much more to come here on ARC Rochester.
We're back right after this.
Yeah, do I usually use one of those brown chairs from the hallway? I think I do.
From the hallway?
Yeah, or do I just grab, I think I just grab one of these.
Right? One of the rollies?
Okay. Yeah, one of the roly-polies. Yeah, that's right.
Marty, here is blue mic for you.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Feels good to be back, guys.
Good to have you back,
Don't just be glancing at my
Mr.
notes.
Garzone.
Yeah. Looking at my notes over here.
Try not to.
Excuse me.
Everything good with you?
Good.
We doing the noon today? Team tackle?
We are.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Team Bald and
Bald
Balder.
brothers.
Anyway.
Hey, good Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. The gang is here because we've got a fan favorite. Christian Garzone joins us now for another round of Truth or Trash.
There we go. There we go. No, thanks so much for having me back, all you guys. Appreciate all you guys being here. I got 4 stories for you today.
We have to be here.
You know,
Contractually.
Yes, we did not volunteer for this segment.
True. Okay, well, that's true. But I got 4 stories. You tell me what's true, what's trash. They could all be true, all be trash, a mixed bag. We don't know. But we'll start with the first one here. Ice cream shop owners arrested. 2 owners of an ice cream shop in Alabama were arrested after confronting a person who left them a 1-star review. Mr. and Mrs. Goldman of Local Scoop got that 1-star review from Daniel Smith. Smith complained about the decorations in the store and called the prices a ripoff. Smith claims the Goldmans tracked him down, pushed his torso several times, and destroyed his phone. Ooh. Both were arrested and are facing charges. How about that?
How about
Next story. You checking your watch already?
I'm getting text messages.
Robo Toilet comes to you. A Chinese company is banking you're going to pay $13,000 for this Robo Toilet. Using an AI 3D obstacle avoidance system, this commode can dodge any commotion like a Roomba vacuum. You do your business and it returns back to its docking station, hooking into existing plumbing.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You can go right in the bed and it just goes right away and flushes everything away.
So many ways it can go wrong.
Wait a second. So this toilet, I wake up in the middle of the night and I don't have to
push a button.
Stub my toe on the way to the bathroom.
You push a button and it comes to you and you can do your business and it wheels away and hooks right back into, like I said, the existing plumbing and then goes away. 13 grand. You interested? No?
No.
Okay.
Well.
Next story. Cotton candy that looks like cat fur. Okay. In Japan, a company recently launched Delicious Cat Fur, a cotton candy treat that looks like clumps of feline fur. This was launched back in May in Yokohama. Who's making that noise? Is that Marty?
Yeah.
That's Mr. Snyder.
Troublemaker. That's a troublemaker.
Last story. Mutual Climax to perform at the Jazz Fest with a solo act. Have you heard of the 90s smooth jazz band Mutual Climax? Anybody here?
I don't know. Why is the sheriff in this?
So they are performing at the last day of the Jazz Fest with their new song, My Highland Honey. There's a bagpipe solo in there. Can you guess who they got to do the bagpipe solo in Mutual Climax? None other than former Gates Police Chief James Van Bretterode. JVB has performed with the Keystone Club Police Pipes and Drums for years. He can now add Mutual Climax to his resume.
These were something else.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there in the program if you want to take a look. Mutual Climax.
I've taken a look.
Last day. So we got those 4 stories. Ice cream shop owners arrested. Okay. Robo Toilet comes right to you if you got to go. Cotton candy that looks like cat fur called Delicious Cat Fur. And Mutual Climax there with the 3 X's at the Jazz Festival with JVB.
And they're on the last day?
Yeah, last day.
At least we know when they finish.
Okay.
Oh, Dan, that was good. Good one. That was very good. Okay, so let's go. Ladies first, Stephanie.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm thinking Local Scoop just doesn't seem creative. It doesn't.
What one doesn't?
Local Scoop. Like that's the name of the. I want to say that that's truth, but honestly, it felt like trash.
What are the ice cream owners' names?
Mr. and Mrs. Goldman.
Okay.
I'm going to say trash.
Okay.
I'm going to say robo-toilet is truth, and the last two are trash.
Interesting. Okay, Daniel.
Okay, I'm going to go with the ice cream owners arrested. I'm going to say that's trash. I'm going to say the robo-toilet is true, although, listen, I know somebody who just used a bucket for years.
Wow.
And then you dump out the pot in the morning.
Who was
this person will remain nameless because they were a real person. Cotton candy that looks like cat fur. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say truth to that one because it's
from Japan.
Delicious cat?
Huh?
Delicious cat? That's what it's called, right?
Delicious cat fur, yeah.
Yeah. Mutual climax, no.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Mark, bald brother?
Ice cream shop. True.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
Bad review. Right?
Bad review, yeah. 1-star review. Decorations and a rip-off with the prices.
Potty on wheels. No.
No.
Like the connection back to the plumbing. You know what I mean? Like, what happens if it's an inch off?
Well, an inch off, and like, does the plumbing cap itself when the toilet moves away? Otherwise, you've got some
get a sewer connection.
horrendous smells.
Or a dog or a cat
Seeping
jumps
into-
in the
But maybe
way.
they figured.
Can you imagine?
Maybe they figured this out.
Maybe.
Like, the cat falls in there. Bye-bye, kitty.
Yeah, see ya.
Cotton candy that looks like cat fur.
Yum. Whose stomach's growling right now?
Not for this.
I got to go false for the last two.
Okay, fair enough. Marty.
Yeah, first one. I could see that happening.
The ice cream?
Because that,
Oh,
that'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
kind of
was it
contentious, you
again?
know?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Ooh, I follow some of the news in Alabama, but I don't remember seeing that one. I'm going to say no to that one.
Okay.
Although I think it could happen, I'm going to say no to that specific case. The robo-toilet, I'm going to say that they're working on something like that.
Yeah.
If we had one here, I'd just ride it up and down the hallways just for fun.
Yeah. While going?
Hello, no.
Like our cat on a Roomba.
Somebody bring me some toilet
Going
paper.
around the house, sitting on a stupid vacuum.
Let's see, cotton candy. I'd say yeah to that one too. That's one of those crazy ones that I could see happening. And wasn't there a band called Climax back in?
Yeah,
so I think that may be no. But I think it was spelled that way too. Yeah. So I think that part is true. That name has been used before, but not mutual. But that I think is false for.
It might have been Climax with a K. I can't remember.
I think it was.
It was with a K.
Climax
Actually,
with a K.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say no to that one.
if you guys are ready, okay, the first three are true.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
The last one is trash. I just made that
The
one.
robo toilet.
It's out of China. Yep. Yep. So there you go. And
The couple was arrested, both of them?
Yeah, they were charged with harassing, sort of like stalking, harassing a person who they tracked the guy down. There it is, the local
There it
scoop.
is.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
they don't come after me. So my name wasn't
never know.
created.
Who
Oh,
are you,
gosh.
Stephanie Joseph? Hey, come over here. Our name's not creative. Get over here. Oh, there they are. I think that's one of them. Yeah.
The cell phone smashers.
Okay, definitely not. I thought
no,
I thought they were going to be
no.
old people.
Oh, there's a nice little
What is that?
armrest.
Wait.
Was
What's
it
going
an
on there?
armrest? I don't know what that was.
What? Yeah. What? Ooh.
Oh my God.
Is that what we're calling it?
What's happening?
Yeah,
there?
There's an armrest.
Yeah, I was in the up position. there.
Okay. But what gets me here is the connection back to the plumbing. Like, how do they figure that?
Hey, they figured it out.
I
seems
guess,
like
I
they're
guess.
getting there. And then there's the delicious cat fur.
I mean, I would eat it.
It does look like cat fur.
That looks like something my cat has left on the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
That looks like a hairball bowl.
Yeah.
Cat fur.
Wouldn't touch it.
All right,
yeah.
we're being
Cat
told to
fur.
wrap it up.
We're told to
Stick
wrap it up.
around, a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're learning more about how you can help find some furry friends their forever home.
Hey, don't forget that you can watch us on the go. We are streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube page at boxrochester.com. See you on the other side of the break. A major renovation is on the way at Rochester Animal Services, and while the upgrades will bring more space and improved care for animals, there's an immediate need right now to help make room.
Yes, that's why the shelter is turning to the community, asking for help through fostering and adoption as they prepare for construction that'll temporarily limit the kennel space. For more on how you can help, we are joined now by Regine Antoine and Christine Hall from Rochester Animal Services with their good friend Gambler. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. First and foremost, can you tell us a little bit about Gambler?
Yeah, this is Gambler. He's about a year old. He came to us as a stray, so we don't know anything about his background. But what we've learned about him is he's very friendly. He likes people. He likes other dogs. He's very active and playful. So if you have another dog, you should definitely get a pal for them with Gambler. He's very rough and rowdy in his play. And he likes to play with toys, but I think he likes dog play more.
So looks like he also likes treats more than anything.
Food motivated.
He knows where they're stored and he's going for them.
Turn around, buddy.
And when it comes to anyone who is looking for a Gambler, for example, or to help, make sure that there's space inside the kennels, what can they do? Where can they go to check out who's available?
So you can come right to 184 Verona Street, right behind the Red Wing Stadium. And this week we actually have 2 events coming up. So on Thursday at 6 p.m. at the Ryan Art Center, we'll be having our foster open house where Christy and some of our fosters will be there to educate the community on our foster program, what it means to be a foster with Rochester Animal Services, the kind of support that they'll receive, and what we're asking them to provide for the pups in the homes. And then on Friday, we have Free Dog Friday. So if anyone's looking for a pup, any city residents, licensing fees are just $10, but beyond that, the adoption fees will be waived this Friday.
And is Gambler up for adoption?
He is, yeah. He'll be available this week and for Free Dog Friday, so you should come down and meet him. You can have this sweet boy in your home.
So it's not even a roll of the dice. You actually win with Gambler on Fridays.
Yep.
That's absolutely fantastic. I'm wondering if you can tell us about the renovations that are going to be in the works.
Yes, so the renovations are going to change up the kennel space. So they're going to have slightly larger kennels. We'll have additional doors in our large dog adoption room to get the flow moving a little bit easier for our volunteers. And it's just going to be a much smoother and happier space for our pups. So we're really excited for that.
It's like a vacuum cleaner.
A little Roomba.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the benefits of fostering. What does it really mean to take on that role in the community?
Yeah. Well, fostering, basically you're saving lives every day. We provide everything that you might need, supplies, medical care, enrichment toys, food, all the things that you'll need. We just ask people to provide a loving home for their animal and to just create space in the shelter. So fostering it's amazing and it's so rewarding. Like you get to have this animal in your home and build a relationship with them and help them on their journey to find their family. So it's really rewarding.
And adopting are absolutely the way to go. Thank you both so much for coming in. We're going to post all the information you need to know on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
When Arc Rochester returns, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking on this Monday morning.
Yeah, trends on the other side of the break. All right, it's time to see what is trending. We're going to talk trend today, just one trend. We're starting with a new release at Costco that's making customers go feral.
Okay, shoppers are flocking to the shelves after the store recently announced that they're selling the Australian snack Tim Tams.
Oh, okay. For those who don't know, the original Tim Tam is 2 malted chocolate biscuits sandwiching a creamy cocoa filling, all covered in a thin layer of textured chocolate.
Selling for $13.99 a box, $13.99.
Oh.
Customers get 66 cookies in one pack.
I feel like that's a decent deal then. Yeah. However, shoppers have become so ravenous over the cookie that some have tried to purchase the whole pallet of sweets.
Customers have started fights in Costco over the product, and some Costco locations even had to put a limit on how many packs one customer can buy.
Fans on social media are sharing their stockpiles online, some boasting that they bought 10 boxes at a time.
That's a little bit much for me. Others are sharing that the only reason they bought so many of the cookies was to try the viral Tim Tam Slam, a popular tradition in which you bite off opposite ends of a single Tim Tam and then use it as a straw for coffee or tea.
Commenters have chimed in saying they think the cookie is subpar and absolutely not worth it. You got excited. Have you had a Tim Tam before?
I think I might have, but it's been so long since I tried it.
Do you want a
It was
Tim
good.
Tam?
I would love one, but I don't need 66 of them.
Do we have Tim Tams?
No. Oh.
Does our Costco have Tim Tams?
I haven't been in a
Costco's a big fan of the show. If you're a manager or an employee there, reach out, will you? Let us know.
When ARC Rochester returns, it's time for our final thoughts.
We're back after this. Hey, it's time for our final thoughts here on ARC Rochester. Mark, what's your final thought?
We lost 1 second of visible day length today.
Really? Is it going away now? It's going in the up. Oh, no.
1 second.
You really know how to bring the mood down. Such a party
And with
killer.
that, the music starts playing.
Yeah, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Make sure to wake up for us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 on
13 Wham ABC.
It's the one.
Also, much more live local news coming up later for 13 Wham News at midday. Mark and Christian will see you then. Have a great one.
Bye.